cars feel their way around.
I'm Pat Blakeney. I'm the operations manager at Thruxton Circuit. So Thruxton's obviously one of the iconic circuits in the UK. We're very limited on the number of days that we can operate here, so it always has a bit of a premium feel, and you feel lucky to have raced here. But it is pretty much the only circuit in the country that's layout hasn't changed since it was first conceived back in the 1960s, in fact, well, 1968. So the track layout has remained the same. Well, they started off in '68 with a little clubby event just to make sure everything worked all right, and then went full on into a European Formula 2 meeting, and then that carried on for a number of years as the Easter Formula 2 meeting, so attracted huge crowds. So crowds probably bigger than we get now. The track layout was the perimeter road of the World War II airfield. So there aren't really many tight corners here. Most single-seaters, there are only two braking points, one for the complex Campbell Cobb Seagrave and the other one for the club chicane. In fact, the last time Formula 3 were here, they were absolutely flat out all the way around the back, only braked twice in the rain, which was pretty special. You can probably spectate around about a third of the track. Unfortunately, the bits around the back, the fastest bits, you don't get to see. But for the big meetings, we bring in big screens, so when we've got the live TV feed, you can see the action all the way around the circuit from the live screens. But way back in '93, Damon Hill came here. It was part of our 25th anniversary meeting, and he came here with his current Williams in the days that they were allowed to do things like that, before test bans and everything. He only did 6 laps around the circuit, but he got round here in 57.6 seconds, which was an incredible average of 147 miles an hour. So it's beyond belief, some of the figures. It must have been getting on for 200 miles an hour up to the club chicane, probably 160 miles an hour through turn 1 at Allard, and we think as a guess it must have been around 185 miles an hour through Church Corner, which was pretty special. So it's a celebration of 50 years really, so it's not just about the racing, although we have got some fantastic racing. We've got content from a number of different championships in series, ranging from single-seaters. We've got a 2-litre Formula Libra race that will encompass Formula 2, Formula Atlantic, classic Formula 3s, even some splattering of Formula 4 2000s. We've got the HSCC's historic Formula 4 Championship, which I would imagine is going to be full grids and some stunning racing. Having watched some of that last year, it was some of the best racing ever. But a mixture of saloon cars, sports cars as well. The new building is a brand new 2-storey building designed by the Chapman Partnership and built in conjunction with Reed Steel, Matter Construction, and a lot of input from ourselves as well. But it's trying to tick all the boxes really. So we've taken advice from a lot of people and taken some help from a lot of people and our potential clients as to what they want. We've got 2 very special guests coming to open our new Thruxton Centre, which is our brand new building. We've got Murray Walker, and I'm delighted to say we've got his old partner, Nigel Mansell, with him as well. So that should be very, very special.
I was very happy when I won the race, and it didn't look easy in the beginning because, you know, people were pretty quick in practice, but it worked out alright despite the spin, so we're talking about that later.
Tell me, was the surface what you would consider was necessary on a new circuit of this kind?
What a splendid surface it was, really good, but I still spun, you know, so it wasn't quite good enough. No, honestly, it was very good, and there was a few bumps in there, but I thought they were intended. Alright?
Your fastest lap in a Formula 2 car at Thruxton was about 112 miles an hour. What would you expect to achieve in a Formula 1 car when we managed to run Formula 1 meetings at Thruxton?
The Formula 2 cars were going around 112, so the Formula 1 car should go around 4 seconds quicker, so that should be near enough 120 miles an hour, I should say.